All right, today we're going to talk about the fight that just happened between Carlos Takam and Joyce. It wasn't a bad fight, honestly. The fight came off. It ended pretty quickly. Congratulations to Joyce for getting the victory. He ended up defeating him within the sixth round in basically TKO fashion. So he got him out of here. So congratulations to him. The fight was pretty close, you know. Right before the TKO, I had Joyce winning rounds. I had Carlos Takam winning rounds. I would say maybe I'm just edging it out to I'd edge it out just to Joyce, but Carlos Takam was still in the fight. But basically, first round, Carlos Takam had him. Easy work. He basically beat him. He outpointed him. He was hitting him with some good haymakers and stuff like that, good blows. Second round came, Carlos Takam again. I had him winning that second round. And then basically the third round, Joyce took over. He came in there. He started doing what Joyce does. And that's basically throwing a lot of shots, high volume punching. Carlos Takam doesn't grab Joyce, so he makes it very, very easy for Joyce to basically go out there and just throw as many shots as he wanted. And you could see that ended up becoming his Achilles heels at the end of the fight. That became his demise, basically. But yeah, so Joyce had it in that third round. The fourth round, Joyce again continues the onslaught. Takam had some big punches too, but I had Joyce winning that. Then continues, with this just, steady work. He's a steady worker, just constantly throwing punches. Nothing really heavy, nothing really lethal, no like haymakers, nothing that's going to be like, ooh, this is heavyweight boxing. Joyce is not really the biggest puncher out there, but just consistently, just good, steady, good work rate, and that's what ended up, you saw, basically in the third and fourth. And then the fifth round came. Joyce did continue to do the same. Takam was exchanging. They're both exchanging. They're both going back and forth. I had Joyce just edging him out in that round. And then the sixth round came, and as soon as the sixth round started, boom, Joyce caught him nice and flush. Takam kind of got off balance or whatever as soon as the round began, and then Joyce kept throwing them shots at him, just kept hitting. He was like target school. It was like basically like a punching bag. Takam doesn't grab. He doesn't grab. The guy's hitting you with a million punches. And, you're okay, you're exchanging for every like 12, 14, 15 shots he throws. You might throw one. Like, come on, you got to grab onto the guy. You have to grab onto him for your dear life. I know you're concussed and everything and whatnot. Maybe you're going to soldier it out tough. Maybe Joyce doesn't throw a lot of heavy blows. So as far as heavyweights go, I'm sure any guy who he fights in the streets or anywhere else, in the octagon or anything else, they're going to feel his punches. But yeah, it's just like he didn't do what he had to do, man. Like, honestly, like, he didn't grab onto him. That's all he had to do was just grab onto him. But he just kept getting punched in the head. And then basically, he threw a couple shots, couple wild ones, and then he caught him again. He hit him in that round, and then he was kind of stumbling, and then basically out of nowhere, the referee was like, okay, and then he kept going back at it again, and it was like, okay, enough is enough, man. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you got to grab onto him. You got to show the referee that, hey, I'm in this. Like, and then basically the referee just stops the fight. And that's it. Joyce wins. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Like, at the end of the day, that's on Takam, man. Like, hey, man, you got to grab onto him, man. I don't care. Hug onto him for your dear life, man. That's what you got to do. You don't just let this guy throwing 20 million shots at your head and you're just kind of, moving your head around but still getting hit. So, yeah, like, come on, man. Like, we don't want, boxing, there's been deaths in the rings in the past few years now. Like, we don't want we don't want nothing crazy happening, he got upset after when the ref called it off. And that's the end of that, basically. It's pretty straightforward match. Classic Joyce, steady work rate. He just keeps going, not the fastest starter, but once he goes, he just keeps, he's basically like, he's steady, man. He's just going to keep at it, keep doing the same thing, exchange. He's not gonna hit like crazy. He's not he's not the biggest hitters in the heavyweight division, not even close. And basically that's what happens. Good strategy for Joe Joyce. You got the victory. What's next for Joe Joyce? Hey, he could fight Tyson Fury if Tyson Fury win, loss, or draw, whatever, after he fights Wilder. They could do something together over there. I could see Tyson Fury and Joe Joyce going up against each other. I don't know. We'll see what happens, Maybe he could fight Dillian White. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he'll do the Daniel Dubois rematch. Maybe. You never know. Maybe he'll even go out there and fight somebody else, like the winner of AJ and Usyk. The world is Joe Joyce's, man. Hey, as long as he keeps winning, he'll definitely get a title shot in due time. So congratulations to Joe Joyce. Excellent performance. You did what you had to do to get the victory. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. It's your guy, El Selector. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with your friends, and I am signing out. Peace.